僕ら開始ですね。じゃあ行きましょうか。何が何だかさっきわからんだな。何をするんだこれ。ブリーフィングを見ればいいのか。
Is everyone here? Settle down.
これさっき見た。こ
I said settle down.
れさっき見て、なんか、流行本テイクダウンのホスター本部。あ、オペレーションエリア。これがそのホスターエアクラフトってやつ。自分はこれってことかな、多分。なんかちょっとよくわかんないけど、まあ、ちょっととりあえずやってみます。やつ。まあ、ちょっと、まだ本当に始めたばっかりで、スタートに。あ、これが今使えるやつってことか。どっちがいいんだろう。スピード。まあ、こっちの方がスピードは高いけど、それ以外の能力は全部低い。こっちはスピードはそうでもないけど、能力もちょっと高い。こっちの方がいいだろう。Other workers from entrance and spend over years destroying the whole providing her drug license because they can make そうなんだ、これは。The aircraft is not equipped with any weapon. It can only be used in free flight mode. じゃあこっちやん、絶対。Low white by developed among the others. Support large areas. じゃあこれだ。こっちの方がいいよ、絶対。これを選択。Select the weapon. Inside, for target, air missile. The enemies that lock onto four targets, making them appear in crazy. こっちに、じゃあこれで、何が、なんかこれになってるけど、こっちの。こっちだよね。こっちをセレクトして、こっちをセレクトして。
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
ちょっとよくわかんないです。今始めたばっかりなのかな。とりあえずやってみるか。
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Golem Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
飛ぶのこれ。
Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
あ、これ飛ぶの。
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that?
これ
Golem
一番
Squadron
と
and
く
your
る
wingmen are airborne. Take
Ah,
off and
bingo.
warm up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
これアクセル。
The carrier.
あ、
Whoa.
これ、
Looks like the harbor's
もっ
taken
と
a
こ
lot
う
of
変える
damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
これ結構英語字幕見てる暇ないから、英語力がまだ見上がった頃の俺には厳しいゲームだ。だからやってなかったんだ。
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
でもこれでロックすんの
It's still
これ
a
撃
leash,
てる
though.
ファイヤーどうやって撃つのファイヤー。別にファイヤーどうやって撃つねん。ちょっと待って、わかんない。あ、待って、ミサイルは丸で撃つ。ミサイルは丸で撃つ。ナイス。あ、これでミサイル。あ、こうやって見れるのか。
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
これで見れるのレーダー。こっち側に敵がいるってことだよね、これはね。いや、PS4 のゲームとは思えないくらいグラフィック綺麗ですね。
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
あ、だってトヨは
Fuel storage is intact. Is asking for another round.
上ってこと上
for
か。
another attack. Point is 835. Missile in the air.
もっと近づかないとロックできるの。多分もっと近づかないとロックできる
Watch
の
out
か。
for the support aircraft. The engine evaded the attack.
これがサポートエアクラフト。 いいですね。
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
I'm spiked.
まだ後ろにいる。
Mage 2, targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I don't.
これさ、コントロールさ、スタンダード、5G タイム。これ何 5G 設定わからん。インバートにした方がいいかもしれない。うん。ちょっと一回インバートにしてみようか。
The kid's shown some promise, but
の
let's
方が、
remember
そう、
he's
僕と
still
か直
building
感
out
的
his
に操作で
speed
き
unit.
る。上にと下に。じゃあいいな。上に行きたいときは上に行って、下に行きたいときは下に行ってって感
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
じ。チェンジもよくね。 スペシャル
H2, Fox 3.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down.
Mage 2,
Well, it's in the
maintain your
target.
element with Mage 1. Do not break
아
off.
맞았다.
Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Mage 2, status report.
화질도 내가 이제
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem
빨대서
Squadron,
소소
it's go
같다
time.
모르겠다.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
오케이 소소고 그래.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
어디까지 이대로 쉽게
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot.
로크 느낌
So I
얼마나
told
로크시다
you.
로크
I had to fill an
쉽게
empty spot, so play along.
되게 있다.
It's still a leash, though.
오케이
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
좀 길어.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
토건을 주면 돼. 긴장을 하면 될 텐데. 내가 사귈 때가フレアとかどう使うんだろう。これか。
They're way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round.
まだロックできない。近づかないとロックできない。
Attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft. Behind the enemy.
近づかないとロック。ここ。
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
これなんかめっちゃ撃っちゃったわ。もったいない。
Mage 2, targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this.
I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely
三角
got
タ
his
ーゲッ
feet
トを
wet.
変える。三角しかターゲットを変えるって。えそうだよね。こっちにして、
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
今も使ってる。
Out of luck.
一気にロック
Mage
し
2,
て、
walking.
They shot down one of us.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down.
Mage 2,
Don't
maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6
いやこれ
covered,
さ
sir.、
これ今の俺の英語力だから対応できるけど、まだ俺の英語力全然なかった頃は、こんなプレイしながらずっと誰かが英語に喋ってる字幕を見る余裕ないって っていうのできないよね。だから今やってよかったよ、これ。
Radio.
ロックして、ロックして、
Column, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
スピード、アルティチュードが見えるのか。ターゲット。レーダーの中に入ったら撃てるって感じだね。今はレーダー外にいるから撃てないんだ。今これレーダーの中入ったから、多分これで撃てんじゃない？あれ？
Locked.
ロックして、こういう感じでロックして。
Locked on.
Destroyed.
まだいるよね、見て。
Missile incoming.
Bandit on your tail.
撃たれてる俺なんか。
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
なんかこれ撃たれてるっぽい。
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
撃たれてる時どうやって避けるの？これよ。どうやって避けるの？ミサイル。どうやって避けるんだろうね。フレアみたいなのあるけど、フレアを使えばいいんだと思うんだけど。これか。ロックできない。もっと近づくないかな。
Enemy on my tail. Fox 2.
どうやってロックするのこれ。ロックできない。もっと近づかないかな。
Missile connected.
ま
Bomber
だ
hit by a missile.
やばい、ぶつかる、またぶつかる。またぶつかる。どこに行った全然慣れてない。
Missile headed for friendly.
こうやって見れるのはいい。
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got
フレア
what
どう
it
やって
takes.
使うんだろ
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
う。あ、これはなん
I
か
gotta side
普
with
通に
Bossman
使う
on
こともで
this.
きる。
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
ここでこうやってさらに、
Gollum
あ、すげえ。
1, return to base and report for debriefing.
それにしても変えられる。フレアどうやって使うんだろう。これはオートパイロット。オートパイロット。
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Gollum Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. we have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
俺がどういう風に飛んだかっていうのが見えるのか。変な飛び方。まあいいや。The next mission.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usean continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usean continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Hey. 나 럭비골 벙커에 뭐 잠시만 그래. 또 은근 사실 이거 벌써 이건 to obtain equal version. ちょっと待って、一回これ止めていいですか？トイレ行きたい。